Hi, I'm Johnny Ferreira, and welcome to Sax in the Kitchen. The best pizza you're ever going to eat is the one you're going to make yourself. We're going to start with making our own dough. 2 cups of flour or so. Say a couple tablespoons of yeast, a little salt, a little pinch of sugar. Stirring flour, salt, and yeast. And maybe a pinch of sugar. Run in the warm water. Need at least a cup of this warm water. Activates that yeast, don't you know? A little later, I'll play a little saxophone while we're waiting for the yeast to rise. I think I've got the song all picked out. It's going to be an Italian theme. A lot of people think I'm Italian, but I'm Portuguese. When I was in school, was always calling me an Italian, but in my school they used the word wop. Hey Johnny, you wop. I finally said, I'm not a wop. He goes, what are you? I said, I'm Portuguese. He goes, that's even worse. So I guess I'm even worse than Italian, Portuguese. But yeah, we got a little Italian style music coming up a little later. Ooh, look at that. It's starting to look good. Now I don't know why they call it kneading it, because really I'm knuckling it. You do this for a minute or two, and it's just flour, yeast, and salt. Extra virgin olive oil, and pour just a little bit on, just drizzle a little on there, and coat it lightly around the dough. And there you have it. 2 hours. If I'm really hungry, I'll get into it in an hour. But really, you should give it about 90 minutes. While we're waiting, like I said, we're going to make it a sauce. And I grow my own tomatoes and then freeze them, have them chopped, and put them in a blender real quick. Get a little onion in there, some garlic. Oh, and another thing is if you got some basil, you can have thyme or basil. I like basil. Actually, when I freeze the tomatoes, the tomato sauce, I put a leaf of basil in it. Get her going. That's all there is to it. Why would you buy a can of tomato sauce when you can make it that easily at home? A little bit of wine, homemade as well. Sorry, I will rinse out my thing here. Garlic. Little salt. Gotta add some pepper. Little bite. Basil in there. I'll throw some oregano in there too. Too thin, not too thick. Just about right. So right there, we got dough. We got a sauce. And next up, we're gonna prepare the toppings. We're going to do the Montreal style topping, where they call it all dressed. If you go to Montreal, they call it all dressed. And that's mushrooms, green pepper, and pepperoni. We were playing in Switzerland, in southern Switzerland, and we were pretty close to Italy. And we went down to Milan for the day. We had the day off, and you know, the best pizza I ever had, I think, was in Milan in this little restaurant. The first thing I noticed about it was not much for toppings. There wasn't that many toppings. Like in North America, people tend to pile on the toppings, and it kind of takes away one flavor from the other, and and that's one thing. And then the other thing I really noticed that made it really good, and the texture, was the very thin crust. And I've been making my pizzas with thin crust ever since. This is the perfect time for a glass of wine. One for you, there at home. One for me. And also a good time to play a little song on the saxophone, the saxophone.
Closer to the bone, well, the sweeter is the meat. Last slice of Virginia ham, well, it's the best that you can eat. Let's talk about my baby, she's really, really sweet. Closer to the bone, baby, sweeter is the meat. Well, she makes a good hamburger and she likes to drink her wine. Built just like a garden snake when she crawls up like a vine. My friends think I'm crazy to love a girl like that. Well, I just like them thin and not too big and fat. That tastes good.
Let's check out the dough. Voila. Ooh, it's big. It grew. Oh yeah. Woo! And just brush the olive oil, just the edges with it, and it has a really nice crispy golden brown thing to it when it's all said and done. Real nice little touch. Get our sauce. Couple of nice spoonfuls like that. Lock the door, it's Domino's. Closer to the bone, the sweeter is my meat. We just put a little bit of mozzarella on the cheese sauce. Best pizza you're ever gonna have is the pizza you can make yourself at home. You ready? In the oven. About 10 minutes. I hear the pizza calling. Pick up the pizza. Now, probably everybody has one of these to cut the pizza, but a better way to do it is with one of these. It's easier. Look at, that's the job done better. Voila. Well, thanks for stopping by, and really try it. It's quick and easy, painless, and remember, it's the best pizza you're ever gonna eat. I'm telling you.